COCA-COLA INTERCOL, as we have seen semi-finals in the North, East and Central Zone. Today we focus on the zone that has dominated the league, South. We are here at the Atto Stadium as Moruga Secondary look to secure their place while facing Secondary Schools Football League Premiership champion St. Benedict's College here at the Atto Stadium. The weather that these young men will play under today, 30 degrees Celsius, 83% humidity and wind speeds of 14 kilometers per hour. Joining us to talk about today's matchup on the pitch, former Fatima College player and coach Colin Murray and former St. Anthony's College striker Joel Gibbons.
Well, it's just started to pour with rain here at the Atto Stadium, just literally seconds ago, and boy oh boy, is it pouring with rain. It's going to be difficult conditions for these players. It was good weather all the time, and then as I said, it started to pour with rain. I'm Colin Murray alongside Joel Gibbons. Well, Joel, the first COCA-COLA INTERCOL semi-final here at its South Zone. It's going to be St. Benedict's against Moruga. Interesting matchup, but you have to say St. Benedict's overwhelming favourites.
Yes, of course. Good afternoon, everyone. Today is the day that St. Benedict's will actually come to just try to, maybe go over the top with this game here today and probably get themselves into the final. But again, it's a one-off game, and you can never know what happens on these kind of important matches that just have a one-day result.
That's right. Well, let's have a look and see how these teams got here. So St. Benedict's, well, you have the quarterfinals, Naparima winning comprehensively by 8-0. Moruga, they beat Pleasantville 3-1, and St. Madeleine Secondary, they were hammered by St. Benedict's by 8-0, and Presentation College, they beat Point Fortin East Secondary by 3-0. So those are the quarterfinal results, and then you obviously St. Benedict's at Moruga, and then that big one later, Presentation Naparima. But certainly, the coach of St. Benedict's, we were chatting to him a little earlier, and we talked to him about complacency. Let's have a listen to the coach, Randolph Boyce of St. Benedict's. Coach Boyce, firstly, congratulations on winning the league title. This is a different competition. How do you approach this INTERCOL series?
Oh, thanks very much. We're approaching it with a reset. We know that this is a different tournament. We know that we have to come with a different approach. Everybody is on the A game. Today, we cannot underestimate the opponent because they have all to play for. And we wouldn't like today to be the biggest upset of the tournament. Well,
I was about to say that. How do you guard against complacency? Because let's face it, you are overwhelming favourites to go through today.
It's nice to be the favourite, but the work have to be done. I mean, we've been putting in the work. We've been talking to them about the complacency, the mindset, about the laissez-faire attitude. We haven't been seeing it from them, but we've been guarding against it. When they get out on the field and they see the opposition, then that might be a different thing. So we could do as much as we could do off the field and hope they go on the field and deliver the job today.
Are you making any real changes per se because, it's been and you've got some talented players? Bringing them off the bench, or you're going with your strongest team?
You would see one or two changes, and it's because man management reasons. We have a couple knock here or there. We have one or two that we want to give a little run out, but you wouldn't be seeing a wholesale set of changes, so to speak.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach Boyce, and good luck today.
Thanks very much, sir.
Well, Joel, Coach Boyce says they're coming with the A game, and he's not going to guard against complacency. Okay, they're not going to be complacent.
Well, he has to be. He has to be not complacent today because, as I said, this is like a final here, and in these knockout games, teams come to give their best because they know this is do or die. Moruga has nothing to lose, and at the end of the day, Benedict's going in as favourite. They will be under the pressure, but
and stuff. Once we play the plan, everything's supposed to be okay.
Is there anybody on the Moruga team that we should look out for? Who are your players that you feel could excel? Because it's a semi-final today. Who can excel on your team?
Well, the kickoff is 1:30, so we always see.
We'll see. Yeah. So you're going with your normal game plan against the champions?
No, we had some tactical changes in terms of positioning and stuff with certain players, so we had some changes in positions and stuff. Yeah.
All right, as you say, 1:30 we'll see the changes. Good luck to you, Coach Duval.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, he says we've got to wait and see what happens today and the kind of strategy he plans. But very quickly, Joel, a second game, big game, presentation Naprima. What's your thoughts?
Yes, it's a steeped in tradition. It's a rivalry throughout the years, and hopefully we see a very entertaining game in the second half and may the better team win.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. So that's the situation. We're going to get ready for the first game. It's St. Benedict's coming up against Moruga. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, it's action in the South Zone first semi-final.
I got a mortgage customized to fit me.
Same day pre-approval on my loan. Wow!
Lower mortgage payments, so I have money to do more of the things that matter.
Happiness is owning my own crib.
Take advantage of our same-day mortgage pre-approval plus customized financing of up to 100% and enjoy low monthly payments. Happiness is home. Own it with BMBS.
VM, we're here for you.
We are written into this land. You are written into our story. Together stronger we stand. You win is a victory. Foundation, here to stay. Build you a brighter way.
Okay, welcome back here to the Atoboli, the St. Benedict's skipper, and the skipper Terrell Thompson of Moruga. So there are the officials. Dennis Changyang is the referee, and the assistant referee Adrian Kalas and Trivin Pascal are the assistant referee. So let's have a quick look at the lineups. starting with St. Benedict's College, very familiar lineup, and Bobcom Buckmeyer is in goal, Critchlow, Lee, Dimas, Williams, Garcia, Morian, Morris, Niles and Ochoa, and the coach Randolph Boyce. And the starting lineup for Moruga is Turner, Phillip, Kesney, Collymore, Pemberton, Thompson, Lynch, Smith, Ochoa, Morales, Williams, and their coach, Coach Kempton Duval. So the two teams, just there is the Moruga team going off, and then the St. Benedict's team, they're saying their final prayer. And it's going to be a tough one, Joel, today for St. Benedict's, no doubt.
Yes, indeed. And as you can see, the weather is starting to favor us a bit, so the surface is going to be a little better for these guys to actually knock the ball around and get some fluency in the football. So hopefully we see a good encounter, despite the overwhelming favorite that we may have on our hands here. But I think at the end of the day, we shall see a beautiful game of football.
Well, we're just about getting ready to start this first semi-final, and we're just going to get underway with Moruga. They are going to be kicking off, and the man Williams is playing it all the way back to Lynch. Lynch getting it across there to Morales, and there is Moruga trying to knock the ball around. This is not bad at all from them, trying to keep possession. Is it Smith playing it in field, gets that ball there towards Lynch, and well, a little bit of a miss kick there. Seems to be Morales. Let's see, how is he going to get out of that corner? He did well in the end, gets it to Smith. Smith plays it in field. Ball is picked up there nicely by Lynch. And eventually, St. Benedict's, finally they gain some possession. It's with Critchlow. Critchlow goes all the way back to Morris. Morris comes in field with it, back to Critchlow. Getting it across there. That looks like Dimas. Gets it to Bobcom. Bobcom plays that ball a 1-2, and going up that right side is Bobcom. Looks to get the cross in, takes the deflection and goes straight into the arms of goalkeeper Turner. Interesting start from Moruga, Joel. They seem to, they're trying to keep possession of the ball and trying to knock it around.
Yes, they are starting the way they should, positively. Try to at least keep themselves in the game, keep themselves competitive. And yes, and that they have to maintain throughout the whole course of this game here. Show that they are part of this competition.
Well, this is Niles looking to play it upfield. It takes a bit of a deflection. So this is Lee. He is the danger man. Ball goes to Niles, and eventually it's cleared out, and it's going to be a throw for Benedict's. So this is Morris with the throw. Well, that's going to be a free kick, as Thompson was moving forward with the ball, and he was brought down. Let's have a look at it, Joel.
Yes, he was just tugged at his ankle there as he got in front of the St. Benedict's player.
Yeah, actually it looked like Pemberton, the man who was brought down. So the free kick taken by goalkeeper Turner. Critchlow gets the header in, trying to get it to Bobcom, but not successful. It goes out for a throw for Moruga. So a deflection, the ball goes to Lee, as Benedict's trying to come forward. Not a good pass. Could the conditions, because of the wet conditions, Joel, could that bring Moruga a little bit closer into this game, you think?
Well, actually, yes. The surface can actually help. And as so far as you can see, they are withstanding the conditions. And hopefully, once they keep nicking away at it, keeping toe-to-toe, as I said, any card can play in this game.
Well, here is Coach Boyce. Of course, the rain has eased up slightly, so it's not that bad as there is the shot coming, but very wayward. It's going to be a goal kick for Moruga. Moruga, of course, finished last in the group, but they beat Pleasantville 3-1 to get into the semi-final. So it seems that with the Intercol, they're going to be a different team.
Yes, indeed. Like Moruga has decided to leave the best for last, and hopefully, as I said, we get a good showing here from them today. The longer they stay in the competition, the better for them.
Well, a player is down, and the referee is just asking for. Let's see, the man down. It looks like Williams, LeBron Williams.
Yes,
So
as you can see, as he go to control, the defender is up on his back.
Yeah,
You know.
and yes, he got it right in the arch of his back, and so he looks to be all right. He's just running it off. There he goes, LeBron. It's an interesting name, Joel. LeBron.
Well, yes,
Can he live up to that? LeBron Williams.
Well, of course, he has to be the LeBron of the football field.
That's right. So he's a striker for Moruga, as St. Benedict's on the attack now with Lee. Turns nicely with it, looking for some support. He's getting backward support from Morian. And Morian plays a nice long ball, good ball to Niles. Oh, he didn't take it on his, he was looking to take it on his chest. It was a good ball, Joel, and Niles didn't take it.
Yes, a beautiful diagonal ball. He has to take it, have nice time to do whatever else he wanted to do with it.
Well, this is Smith coming forward, but it's won back by Benedict. It's Dimas at the back. Who's back gives goalkeeper Buckmeyer his first touch of the ball. And it's Dimas again.
Yes, and
Here is the coach Duval of Moruga. First 5 minutes, he would be heartened a little bit by the first 5 minutes, because Moruga is certainly giving a good display so far in the first 5 minutes. They don't seem to be overawed.
No, of course, and they appear to have a plan, as I can see, because they are getting most of the guys behind the ball, and the one forward will stay up, and then they then push up and meet him.
Look at that. Let's have a look, Joel.
Yes, and a beautiful intended pass, but the keeper was alert.
The keeper came out very quickly, and he had to be.
Yes.
That's going to be a free kick. No, says the referee. Niles seemed to be bundled over, and that ball played down by Morales, but it goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw for Benedict. The throw sent in. This is Critchlow going all the way over to Dimas. This is Bobcom getting that ball infield to Morian. Plays that ball up over the top, thinking that Bobcom, but that's a little too far for Bobcom. The ball goes back to Watts Turner. He gives it away to Niles, but Niles couldn't control it. It's with Smith from Moruga, and players slipping and sliding, Joel, all over the place.
Yes, again, we see in this, I don't know if it's a footwear, if it's just their balance or what it is, but the slip and slide continues.
The thing is, the rain came down literally a couple minutes before the start, a heavy shower, and that could have affected players when you're going out with one pair of boots, then suddenly you had to change that. But here's Ochoa for St. Benedict. Sends it to Niles, has the shot, and it goes straight to the keeper. Very acrobatic from Niles. Didn't seem to connect with it though, Joel.
Yes, as you see, the winger made good room, looked up, picked his man, and there was Niles. Tried the scissors kick, but he just mistimed it. But great build, great effort.
Yes, he didn't sharpen the scissors on that one. But here is Williams coming forward, gets it there. He gets the return ball from Critchlow. So Williams plays it in field. It goes here. This is Morris in possession. Plays it in field nicely. Gets it there to Garcia. We haven't seen much of Garcia so far. He's an excellent runner with the ball, Joel. Good dribbler, and he's one who loves to come from the midfield and run at the defense. Here's a ball played diagonally. Niles is going to give chase. He's going to keep it in. But there is Morales giving chase, and in the end, that's a pretty good tackle.
Yes, the defender stuck to his task and ran him down. You could see the intensity on his face, cutting across there to get in that tackle.
Well, this is Critchlow with the shot. Oh, so that's a brilliant save. I seem to have taken a bit of deflection, and it was heading into the top corner, and goalkeeper Jaden Turner, all of a sudden, he sort of made a backflip, Joel, and pushed it over the bar.
As you can see the shot, Colin, a beautiful drive, slight deflection. The keeper kept his eyes on it, and he was there equal to the task. But I think he stretched every muscle in his shoulder and his back there, Colin.
Yeah, well, he's down now for the count. Let's hope he's okay, because that was a super save. Let's have a look at it again, Joel.
Yes, and as you can see from all angles, he fully extended himself.
So it's coming up to 9.5 minutes gone. St. Benedict's now seeming to coming more and more into the game, isn't it?
Yes, as the momentum builds and they start to get a little warm, as I said, the coolness may be wearing off. And yes, and they realize that they're in a game, so they have to turn it up a notch again.
Yes, they certainly have. They've got, you know, I've kept saying that in my view, St. Benedict's is easily the best team offensively going forward. They've got so many different players that can turn it on and put a defense under real pressure.
Yes, indeed. Some dynamic offensive players, and as you can see on the transition, these guys are built for that kind of game. The speed and the mobility, they actually find the spaces, and the men know exactly where to put that ball when they look up and go forward. So, as I said, Moruga is keeping them honest thus far, and let's see how this pans out.
Well, here's the corner. Critchlow is up, but it's cleared away, but still danger for Moruga. The ball is played wide out to Tariq Lee. Sends the ball in, the heads go up, and this is just wide. The shot, in fact, coming from Williams. Now, Williams is one of the central defenders. Yes. He's gone up top with Dimas, and the ball fell nicely to him. And you have to think there, Joel, should have done a little better, shouldn't he?
Yes, he scuffed at it a bit, you know. Maybe he just tried to pull the trigger too fast, a little nervousness, but a little more composure, and something could have gone right there.
Well, he's a central defender. Well, and you know these central defenders. Brent Sancho would have said he would have scored that, but he would have probably hit it over the bar.
Yes, remember Brent had forward training too.
Oh, yes, okay. I hear you. Here is Critchlow for St. Benedict's as they go forward again. The ball is played by Morian. He goes wide towards Bobcom. This is the skipper, Lee. Back to Morian. He's looking for some support. He gets it from Morris, who's in an advanced position. Chips that ball forward, looking for Ochoa. It's going to go over the line, and it's going to be a goal kick for Moruga.
Yes, Colin. And what I've noticed, as we have said with Garcia, I normally like to see him out on the wing. He looks, more effective, more threatening, and he's more involved in the game, and I see him coming in from a wing position rather than start in the center.
Well, we'll have to wait and see if there are any changes as they go along. Critchlow heads it on to Ochoa. He's looking for Bobcom. In fact, the ball comes off of Philip, and he gets a second bite of the cherry, but he gives it back to Bobcom. Turns nicely with it. Gives it to Ochoa. He's playing that ball right across here to Morris. Morris to Critchlow as St. Benedict's keeping hold of possession. It's with Williams. He chips that ball forward. And Lee is on the run. And this could be problems here for Moruga. Yeah. Lee is going to score it. In the 13th minute, St. Benedict's, they have opened the scoring here, and really and truly a bit of a blunder, but Tariq Lee, the marksman, as per usual, he is a real threat, but that ball was played over the top. Let's have a look at it, Joel.
Yes, a chip ball over the top, just searching, and the forward is there. He never gives up, and that's one of the assets of Lee, and he follows it straight through, was able to get in there between those two defenders, nick it around the keeper, beautiful little pullover with the sole of his foot, and easy finish.
Yeah, when you think of it, the two central defenders in Thompson and Ochoa, they really gave it away. But here comes St. Benedict's again. This is Garcia in the end. A good tackle coming in from Ochoa. This is Justin Ochoa from Moruga, because there's also Josiah Ochoa who plays for St. Benedict's. So I'm not sure if they're related, and if they are, well, The St. Benedict's Ochoa is having the better so far of the proceedings. That's a header that goes wide, and it's going to be a goal kick for Moruga. They trail by 1-0. St. Benedict's are ready, looking good to get into the South Zone, the COCA-COLA South Zone Intercol final.
Yes, Colin, and maybe now this will give them the impetus to keep pounding and keep going forward and knocking on the door.
Smith didn't take it cleanly. Niles takes it away from him, goes all the way back to Dimas. Williams, that's a careless pass from Dimas as he was trying to find Williams, and he should have done better. So the throw quickly taken by Smith, gets it to Lynch. Lynch goes all the way back here towards Pemberton, and they give it away, and away goes Garcia. And the flag now goes up to indicate that it was an offside, and Garcia may have just made that move too early. We'll have to have a look at it again.
Yes, it looks like it looks like a very tight call.
Very tight. But the referee indicating that it was an offside. Let's have a look at it now.
Yes, as the ball, the midfield, the defender gives a bad. Yes, I think the question is if he was just over the half line.
That's right.
That's the main question.
Did he start the run, or was the pass made when he was just inside his own half?
Correct.
Or was he just over the half line?
Correct.
And that's the debate here. But
yes,
there's no
as
debate.
You can see again.
Yeah.
Yo, I think
he's onside.
Yes,
yep. He was onside. Well, unfortunately, there's no VAR here.
Correct.
So you've got SportsMax though.
Well, but I'm not going to say we can offer the service probably.
Oh, we can. Okay, yes. Joel, I like that. But yes, he was. It was a difficult though. You can't really fault the assistant referee.
No, of course not.
It was a difficult call. Even we had to look at it 2 or 3 times.
Correct. In real life time, it's very debatable.
So this is St. Benedict's controlling the play once again. Bobcom into Lee, and Bobcom goes up that right side. He can't keep it in. It's going to be a throw for Moruga. So just coming up to 16 minutes gone, and the Moruga trail by that Tariq Lee goal in the 13th minute. The skipper for St. Benedict's. And this is Critchlow getting it to the goal scorer and skipper Lee. He falls over, and it's won by, let's see, that it looks to be Philip going down that left side, and we see the referee is now indicating that the ball was taken over the line, and it's going to be a throw for St. Benedict's.
Colin, and one thing I must mention with Tariq Lee, he stays up there, he scores, he does the damage up front, but his work rate off the ball and his kind of football IQ, he has a high IQ of the game, and I observe him and I realize how he plays. He knows when to show and he knows when to pull away.
Yeah, that's right, and that's what makes you a good footballer, doesn't it?
Yes.
Well, this is Williams playing it up to Garcia. He plays a 1-2 with Lee, and away goes Garcia trying to get Lee back on ball, and Lee goes past the defender. Another chance here for him, and he was trying to square it back to Garcia, and in the end it was good defending. And really and truly, you're looking at Lee, Joel, he's just bullying his way through.
Yes, Colin.
The defenders have got to be stronger.
Yes, and he is not a giant to speak of. That's just the guy aura and his courage and his ability to just move so confidently,
Yeah, he's just blowing past the defenders, even when they seem to have the better of the ball. But here goes Bobcom. This is a good run. This is a really good run. And eventually the ball comes off of him because it was a clearance coming through there. It seemed to be Thompson making that tackle. Let's have a look at it. Let's look at the run, Joel.
Yes.
This is Tariq Lee.
Tariq Lee, yes. It's another ball just going through to him. And he is so honest. He withstand that tackle. He didn't need to go down. And he just kept his footing to continue that play. And here we go now with, as we see, Bobcom run. Bobcom keeps going. And I think he just over pushed there on the last drive inside.
Yeah, and the tackle came in from Thompson, and it rebounded off of Bobcom, and so it was a throw. It was a goal kick, for Moruga. Now it's a throw for Moruga. It's with Smith. Smith is playing it further forward, getting it to Morales. That was Pemberton, but eventually Niles picks it up. And Moruga, long shot coming, but had no real power, had the direction. The shot coming there seemed to be Kesney with the shot, Joshua Kesney, and it was straight to the keeper.
Yes, well, at least Moruga has got
a shot on target.
So that's a good side.
Here goes Garcia, but it's played to Morales. He's going to play that ball forward, gets it to Lynch, and Critchlow leaves it for Morian. Morian plays it back to Williams. This is Dimas now. As the condition so far, Joel, it seems all right.
Yes, it has held up.
The ball is
nicely.
running on nicely.
Yes, the condition has held up nicely. The field has been dried up a bit, I guess, and as you can see, no much stuck on side, and the ball is rolling.
Yeah, well, here's Bobcom looking to get a cross in. It takes a deflection off of Phillip, and it's going to be a corner for St. Benedict's.
Yes, and at almost 20 minutes gone, Moruga shouldn't be too disappointed. They're still in it. They just have to keep true to the course and actually give a little more effort going forward.
I suppose if you before the game, after 20 minutes, you would have said, well, Benedict's could be 2 or 3 up. So Moruga's done well, and the goal they gave away really shouldn't have been. They should have defended better. And let's see if Lynch can get that away. No, it's picked up here by Morian. He goes wide towards Tariq Lee. Lee sends it in field, and eventually it's going to be cleared, but it's going to come right back because it's with Ochoa. Gets it to Garcia. Garcia has a long range shot, goes just wide. It's going to be a goal kick. So 20.5 minutes gone here. Benedict, they lead by 1-0.
Yes, and Colin, even from yesterday's game with Sawa and Arima North, it was only a 1-0 score at a half, and as you can see, that game went down to the wire, so we never know what can happen here today.
Yeah, that's right. Arima North came solidly back into the game, and they only lost on penalty kicks, and Morales slips as this is Niles. Lee was all by himself in the middle, and I think Niles was a little bit selfish there. He went for glory, but Lee, when we see the replay of this, Joel, have a look at Lee in the center.
Yes,
now slipping there.
The slip and slide by the defender, he took advantage of it. He went, he looked up, he looked, but I don't know what made him shoot. As you said, Lee was free on top of the 6 here.
Yeah, we're not seeing Lee in the shot, but Lee was all by himself inside the box, and he should have played it in field. Well, here is St. Benedict's on the go. This is Lee again. He's outmaneuvered the defenders. The keeper's done well, but that's unfortunate. That is so unfortunate because the ball came off the keeper and went back to Lee, and in the 22nd minute he's made it 2-0, but the keeper came well and he was sliding. The ball came off of him, and again, when we look at the replay, Joel, we'll have to look and see if it came off of the keeper, went off the defender. Have a look.
Yes, the true ball. Lee looked up, he took his touch, he looked again, he saw the keeper, he tried to pass it by him, off his foot, back off the Lee, and in the goal. That's the forward touch, Colin.
Yeah, so let's have a look again.
Yes, he gets it, pushed
went by. The keeper actually came off the defender.
Own goal.
So it's an own goal.
Own goal.
Yep, it's an own goal because the keeper, he did well, he slid it, and it came off the defender, Ochoa. So it's an own goal, and it's Ochoa who has scored the second goal here, which is unfortunate. But the keeper did well because the keeper slid into it, and the rebound hit Ochoa and then went into the goal. Very, very unfortunate, you have to say.
Very unfortunate, Colin. It's a good fit save. As we say, unfortunately it bounced straight back in the path of his defender and back into the back of the net. But so things happen at times in this game. They just have to keep their head up and keep pounding.
So an own goal here in the 22nd minute, scored by Ochoa, Justin Ochoa, and it means that Benedict's now lead by 2-0. So Moruga, you've got to think that they've got to in terms of damage control, Joel, they've got to keep this down at least to 2-0 at the half, so that they will have some sort of hope in the second half. Because I tell you, once you go in with a 2-0 deficit, and you can pull one back to make it 2-1, then it's anybody's game after that.
Yes, of course. The closer they'll be able to keep this game as we go further down into the dying end, as they say, it will be better for them.
Well, here is a nice bit of play between Niles and Garcia. Niles now running at the defender. He looks inside. There are 3 players lining up, and the deflection. But here's Garcia. Oh my word! It hits the post. So it's shooting practice here now for St. Benedict's. Niles wins it again and sends that ball across. It then takes another deflection and eventually comes off of Niles, and it's going to be a goal kick. Well, when he picked up that ball, Joel, we'll have a look at it. There were 3 green shirts in the middle, and it took a deflection and it eluded all 3 green shirts.
Yes, exactly. As Niles looked up, he played the square ball, and the one defender that got a slight deflection and the other one who missed kick. But everybody were lining up there to get a shot. Garcia finally got a good drive, and unfortunately off the post.
Yes, you would have thought that Garcia would have scored that. But so here is Ochoa for St. Benedict's. Gets it to Bobcom. Nice sliding tackle there coming in from Kesney. But Philip picks it up, sends it long downfield, but it goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw for St. Benedict's. 25 minutes have gone. St. Benedict's leading by a Tariq Lee goal in the 13th minute and an own goal scored by Justin Ochoa in the 22nd minute. This ball played forward. This is Williams running at the defenders, and he gets a free kick. As LeBron Williams was running at Critchlow. Critchlow brought him down, and it's going to be an opportunity for Moruga to take a free kick. I wouldn't say, Joel, that it's in a dangerous position. It's a pretty long way out, but who knows if he can get hold of it, get it on target. What he would want to do is have the keeper making a save.
Yes, exactly. Once he get a good strike behind it and it hit the surface, or maybe not, put the keeper in a compromising position, make him have a save, and let's see how the rebound goes.
Interesting point you made there about hitting on the surface, because if it does hit the surface, it can certainly shoot off.
Correct.
And create problems.
Yes.
Well, here is it. Well, it's a chip. Oh, that's poor. That's not a good. Not sure what he tried there. Was he looking to chip it for somebody to run in from on the outside, or was he trying that chip shot? You're not going to score on a keeper with a chip from that kind of distance.
Of course, Colin. Especially not a keeper of the caliber of St. Benedict's goalkeeper either, So they got to come better than that,
Well, Bobcom gets it into Lee. This is Critchlow. Morris, as St. Benedict's working the ball around nicely, goes wide to Niles, and he gives it away. And the ball played inside, but Smith is the one intercepting it, and eventually cleared away, and it's kept in play by Niles. This is De Garcia, sorry, not Niles. He takes on his man, and eventually it's picked up by Morales, and it's going to be a free kick for Moruga. Critchlow is saying, well, I didn't see what I did wrong there. But it's going to be a free kick for Moruga.
Yes, Colin. As you can see, he slipped. Maybe he thought he handed it. Yeah, it looked like a possible handle ball, Colin, on the first instance.
Yeah,
so that's the infringement there.
He looked bemused by the referee's call, but here is the free kick. Nice ball, headed away. Bobcom is giving chase, as well as Philip. Philip gets there first, and it doesn't stay in, so it's going to be a through for St. Benedict's. Bobcom gets it upfield towards Ochoa, but Justin Ochoa from Moruga, he gets there before Josiah Ochoa from St. Benedict's, and he plays it out, and it's going to be a throw. The throw sent quickly towards Critchlow. He's gone over on this near side. It's Niles, but it's headed away by Smith. And this is a good run. It looks to be Pemberton who picks up this ball, trying to play it forward. Actually, it is Pemberton. And he's trying to get it off the St. Benedict's defender in Morris, and it's going to be a throw for Moruga. Morales with his throw, gets it to Smith. He can't control it. Critchlow picks it up, goes all the way back towards Dimas. Dimas going wide to Bobcom. Always seems to be available. Morian back to Bobcom. Back to Morian. They're playing it between themselves as Benedict's looking to come forward. This time it's Critchlow. He's going to look to spread it wide here, but Morris, who is coming from a left-back position, gives it to Niles. Niles looking to take on Morales. Oh, he does very well indeed. Going up that left side, gets to the byline, squares it back, and they score. Eventually, it's cleared away, but you had to think that Ochoa had the opportunity to hit it with his left foot, Joel, and he never did. But here goes Williams, LeBron Williams for Moruga, and Critchlow wins it well. So St. Benedict's coming forward again with it. Garcia gets it to Lee, looking to play Garcia back in. It comes to Critchlow. He's facing his own goal, so he has to turn with it. Then plays it up towards Garcia. This is Morris. Chips it forward. That's a good ball right to the feet of Lee. He couldn't control it, but he gets it back to Garcia. This is Niles, and eventually the referee is calling for a free kick. So it seems to be a free kick. Seems to be a free kick for St. Benedict's. In the meantime, Tariq Lee is down. Let's hope that's nothing too serious, because we all know, Joel, Tariq Lee is if not one of the best player on the St. Benedict's team.
Yes, indeed, Colin. And as I said, his work rate alone, there is no compensation for for quality like that. So hopefully it's just a slight knock. He gets back up and he is able to come back and contribute again in a positive way in this game.
Well, let's hope so. It's 2-0. St. Benedict's leading as Lee is getting some treatment at the moment. And let's have a look at it.
Yes, as you can see, it was a little toss-up. He got his feet just in front of the guy, but it's a little twist ankle, I guess. A little nick and a twist of the ankle.
The defender seemed to catch him just on the back of his ankle. And so it's he's looking to be all right, which is good news for St. Benedict's.
Colin, even though we see Moruga is looking compact defensively and trying to stay solid, it's just going forward we haven't really seen anything much.
Well, they've only got one guy up front. They've got LeBron Williams, and they're hoping that Smith, Lynch and Collymore, who we haven't seen very much of, is going to push up in support of him. But it's got to be a quick turnover, Joel, and the three midfielders, once they get possession, they've got to push up to support Williams, if Williams can at least hold the ball and wait for the support coming from the back.
Yes, correct. And basically maybe he is just being hurried when it reach up there by him, because he's him among 2-3 defenders all the time. And the score, as you can see, it's St. Benedict's 2, Moruga Secondary 0, and going into 32 minutes into this first half.
Yep, 31.5 minutes gone, as you rightly said, going into 32 minutes. As this is Ochoa heading it across to Morris. This is Niles back in field. Morris is going to turn with it. Plays it to Critchlow. He gets it to Morian. Bobcom as Benedict using the entire width of the field. Bobcom going past his defender and he goes down. It's going to be a free kick for St. Benedict's. The speed of Bobcom, all of a sudden, Joel, he turned it on and was running at the defenders and was brought down.
Yes, and Colin, as you can see, that's probably part of the plan. Niles on one wing, Boscom on the other wing, and they are causing problems because they are constantly running at these wing backs, running at the defense, and they are making inroads continuously.
And the thing is, when Niles and Bobcom starts to make their runs, they're pulling the central defenders all over the place, and 2 and 3 attackers from Benedict are getting into those dangerous positions, a central position in front of the goal.
Exactly, yes, they are finding those pockets and those little spaces, even though Moruga is trying to play consolidated and play a little higher back. they are still finding those pockets as though they are pushing forward.
They're playing with two defensive midfielders in Kesney and Pemberton. So when Niles and Bobcom picks up that ball, these two have got to get back and almost act as central defenders. Let's have a look at Bobcom.
And he has some nice footwork, and he can go outside and he comes inside, and that's the two versatility with him and Niles. They take you on the out, they can take you back on the inside.
Well, it's going to be a free kick. Morian is going to take it, and it's a three-man wall at this point in time. Let's see what he's going to do. Plays it in field to Ochoa. Ochoa side foots it just wide. Well, didn't go for power, went more for placement. He was free by the time he picked up the ball. There was a late challenge, but he had enough time to try to pick his spot. Joel, and unfortunately, he didn't get his spot, the placement as he would have liked.
Yes, he could have got a better strike, or the ball came at a nice pace for him, to concentrate, get over it, and concentrate and apply a better shot to the goal.
Well, this is Garcia playing that ball right across the field, gets it to Morian. This is Critchlow. He has got to turn back, gets it to Dimas. Bobcom into Morian. Morian is almost playing like a midfielder. He started off as wing back. Both himself and Morris started as wing backs. One on the right side, Morris on the left side. But every time you look at them now, Joel, they're up inside the midfield.
Yes, because they are joining the attack, because the two wingers, Bobcom and Niles, are giving them that space to come forward. So it's a nice progressive attack and build from the St. Benedicts.
Well, this ball is played towards Williams. Plays it wide to Niles. Niles does well, holds on to it. Is playing that ball forward to Tarek Lee. No doubt he's going to look to go past the defender. Oh, that's good defending this time. It seems to be Ochoa. Yes, it is Ochoa who defended, but it's right back to St. Benedict's. Look at Morian. He's the right back. Look at his position, Joel.
Yes, he is getting in the play. He is heavily involved. I think these guys have been given instructions to play the ball, keep with the play, and be more involved.
Well, Morris with the throw. It's going to be headed out, and it's going to be a throw again for St. Benedict's. For some reason, Pemberton allowed it to go out, but this time it's Garcia looking to have a shot. Fell over there, and the ball still can't be cleared. Eventually, it's cleared by Pemberton, and it's going to be a throw for St. Benedict's very close to the corner flag. This is Morris. They're going to come inside. Morris, even though he's on the left side, seems to be very right-footed. Here is a chip shot, but the keeper is well on his line, coming from Critchlow. And no problems for goalkeeper Turner. Yeah, you look at Morris, surprisingly, Joel, every time he picks up the ball, he tends to turn onto his right foot.
Yes.
And which is surprising for a left-sided player, isn't it?
Correct. Yes, probably that's his strong side, as you say.
Well, here's Lee giving it to Garcia. At back, he was trying to find Lee. I thought that was a very unselfish move. Joel, if it was you would have gone for goal, wouldn't you?
Of course, I would have tried to take that defender there and slap it, Colin.
Yeah, he very unselfish on him, and the defender came in the way. But here's the short corner. Niles putting it in. The header not very good. Headed away. Eventually, it's going to be cleared downfield. Sent right back up by Williams. And eventually Moruga looking to come away with it, but then the ball goes all the way down to the goalkeeper Buckmeyer, who has really had very little to do. I think he's had one shot on target so far.
Yes, Colin, he has been a bystander thus far, but as I say, let's hope something comes across with this Moruga team and we see some more attack at some point.
Well, here is Tarek Lee giving it to Garcia. He comes back onto that right foot, gets it to Lee, and look at the player. Oh, what a shot! It smashes off the bar, but what a move from St. Benedict's. A 1-2 there. The ball went back to Lee, and he absolutely hammered it. And is the bar still there, Joel?
Yes, it's there. It's maybe still shaking. And Colin, I think the reason for Garcia on the inside, now I'm seeing it, is Tyrick and him are playing close. And look at it. Garcia passes off the Lee. Quick passes, 1-2, and a strike. What a clean strike.
It was a 1-2 there with Ochoa. He played it from Garcia, then he played it forward to Ochoa. Ochoa played it back to him, and boy, oh boy, did he smack that. And unluckily, it hit the bar, but what a move from St. Benedict's. That I must admit, as much as I feel a little bit sorry for Moruga, that should have scored.
Yes, that could have done.
It would have been one of the goals of the season.
Yes, indeed.
Well, here is a free kick. It's Morris. He's gone for goal. Oh, he's in trouble. Lee is there, but Lee is in an offside position. So it's offside. But Turner, again, we see the ball just dropping in front of him, and that is sometimes the big problem.
Yes, that little dink in between the back of the defense and just in front of the goalkeeper, that's always a testing, trying ball, whether in dry or wet conditions.
So here's Lee, turns with it nicely. Sends it in field looking for Garcia, but it's well defended and then sent downfield. And there goes Collymore and LeBron Williams. Neither of them will get there as that ball comes right back upfield to Bobcom. Plays it in field. This is Ochoa looking to get it back to Bobcom. And eventually it's cleared away by Thompson. And it's going to be a throw for Benedict. The drums are here. The drums are rolling. And they're starting to play here. I think that's the Benedict's drums, is it, Joel? Or you're not sure yourself?
I'm not sure. But
the Moruga fans are a little bit quiet at the moment.
Yes. Well, at least we are getting some vibes and some rhythm going here now in true Intercol spirit and fashion.
Well, I think the player down, is it LeBron Williams or is it Collymore? Both of them challenged for the ball. One of them went down. I think it's LeBron Williams. But 40 minutes gone. We've still got 5 minutes. Yes, it is LeBron Williams. He went down. So here is a throw. Throw sent in field towards Bobcom. Goes all the way back to Dimas. Searching ball, looking for Garcia, but it's headed away only as far as Morris. Look at him again with that right foot, and Ochoa goes down, and it's going to be, let's see, a corner, because I think it came off of the defender last. So it is a corner for St. Benedict's. They lead by 2-0. It's been a plucky display from Moruga, you have to say. Their own goal, I thought, was unfortunate. And outside of the goal from Tariq Lee, they have tried their best, and they've tried to contain this St. Benedict's team. And when you think of it, Moruga, they're heading down to the championship next year. So they could very well be a force in the championship division.
Yes, if they apply themselves, they can come immediately back up.
Well, this is a header, and that's a great save from the keeper, because it was played from Critchlow into Bobcom. He had the header, and the keeper saved it with his legs on the line. Turner is doing a good job here for his team. And Niles looking to go past the defender, and does well. And eventually it comes off of Niles and it goes out. It's going to be a goal kick for Moruga. But what a great save there we saw from Turner. Joel?
Yes, Colin, Turner is making his name today. He has kept them at bay for the past couple minutes, and sure, he has great athletic ability. As we can see on the replay, and a nice chip, well dinked, nice measured, well headed down concentration, but the keeper was equal to the task again.
Everything was right there. It was Critchlow with the ball coming across, and the header coming from Bobcom, and he ran onto it and he headed it down, and the keeper saved with his legs. It was really a good save. But here's Niles. No respite for Moruga as wave of attack after attack. Niles, eventually it comes off of Pemberton and it goes out, and it's going to be a throw for St. Benedict's. Critchlow getting it in field to Morris. He loses out. It's Smith. And he gives it away to Ochoa. This is Niles making the run. And that's a good tackle in the end coming from Ochoa. He puts it out, and it's going to be a corner for St. Benedict's. Just about 2 minutes left and added on time for the end of the first half.
Yes, Colin, and you can see Moruga is still there, giving us that grit, that fight. So that's good to see. Once they keep up that determination, that little discipline, they could keep the game respectable, and they can probably stage some kind of comeback
in the second half. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Here is the corner. Turner is there, and he gets his fist onto it. Wasn't able to. Let's see, it is a corner, yes, and that's another good bit of keeping, because he attacked the ball, Joel, got his fist on it and punched it away.
Yes, I've seen a lot of raw ability and potential with this Moruga goalkeeper.
It's going to be Tariq Lee with the corner from the right side. Nice crowd building here. And the corner come again. Turner gets his fist, and then he dives on it. This is good keeping.
Yes,
yeah, you
indeed.
can see the crowd building here, and I expect for the second game presentation, Naparima, we should have a full house here, Joel.
Well, yes, indeed. You know that the fans will come out to see that. As I said, the rivalry is steeped in tradition.
That's unfortunate for Thompson. A handball. So a free kick for Benedict's. Critchlow is over the ball. The thought is that he may go straight to goal. So here is Critchlow. He seems to be the one lining up to take this. Yes, he does, but that should be easy for Turner. He slipped, didn't hold it. He was just parrying the ball to collect it, and then he slipped, and all of a sudden panic station set in, and he had to quickly get back up and hold on to it. So we've played the 45 minutes. We've got 2 minutes of added on time.
Yes. And that slip there, that almost made me a folly, but hopefully he knows better next time.
Well, here is Lynch, but he loses out to Ochoa. Critchlow goes all the way back towards Morris. The ball sent upfield now. Here goes Bobcom. But Collymore coming back to put in a challenge. Is that Collymore? Oh, let's see. I think Collymore is now on the ball, but he loses out. And Dimas sends it right back to Ochoa. This is Lee. Garcia back to Ochoa. Lee. Bobcom. And they're moving nicely through the defense. And Niles with a shot. That's another good save. Wow. He is keeping Moruga in this game.
Yes.
Jaden Turner.
Yes, Turner is earning his keep here today. So far, he has been the outstanding player for Moruga.
So we're just about coming up to the second minute of this half. Here goes Morris. This time he uses his left foot to get it right across. Bobcom couldn't get there on time. And Philip clears it away. Or is that... No, it was Collymore who was there coming back into defense, and he clears it away. So it's going here. There he is. Brandon Collymore. And the throw quickly taken, and it goes to Morian and sends it over for Niles, and he misses. Wow, should have at least put it on target.
Yes, he should have at least put that on target. I think if he had just been a little simpler and stood up and tapped it, might have been a better connection.
So we are at the half here, and St. Benedict's leading comfortably by 2-0. And when you look at it, the goals coming in the 13th minute from Tariq Lee, then an own goal in the 22nd minute from Justin Ochoa, and so far it's been all St. Benedict's. They lead by 2-0, and that man in the Moruga goal, Jaden Turner, he's been the star of the show so far, and we're at the half, 2-0. We're going to take a break. Welcome back here to the Atto Bolden Stadium, the South Zone COCA-COLA INTERCOL semi-final. We're into the first game. It's half-time. St. Benedict's, they lead by 2-0 against Moruga Secondary. Let's have a look at the highlights. So the first half got underway, and St. Benedict's right away were on the front foot. This is Ochoa, sends that ball across, and Niles with the acrobatic scissors kick, as they call it, didn't really get hold of it, and it was a simple save for the keeper. Then Critchlow with a deflection, and what a magnificent save from Turner. It took a little bit of a deflection, and then the cross ball coming in and just going wide. This long ball forward, and Tariq Lee bursting his way through and had the easy task eventually of putting it into the open goal, took it away from the keeper. He was left helpless, and in the 13th minute Tariq Lee has made it 1-0. The one shot there that Moruga had was a simple save for the St. Benedict's keeper. And then here goes Tariq Lee again, and the ball coming off the keeper. He used his feet, and from that the clearance hit Justin Ochoa, and it was an own goal, the ball going into the back of the net. And let's have a look again, because Lee was away, out came Turner, used his feet, and unfortunately it came off of Ochoa and went into the back of the net for an own goal, and St. Benedict's now went 2-0 up. But they kept pounding the Moruga goal. There is the cross, and the shot from Garcia hits the post, as that was a cross from Niles. Then a free kick, not such a great one. It went wide, and it was a goal kick for St. Benedict's. But then Morian playing that one to Ochoa. He had a side-footed shot trying to get it into the corner. That went wide, and then another shot coming, and a flying save there from Turner. He's had such a good afternoon. Critchlow, the header from Bobcom, and Turner using his feet, kept it out. And then Niles with another acrobatic try that went just wide, and that was all she wrote in the first half. So 2-0 at the half. Let's have a look at the stats. Well, that tells the story, doesn't it? 18 shots for St. Benedict's, 2 for Moruga, 10 shots on target, 1 shot on target. There were 4 fouls from Benedict, 3 from Moruga. There were no yellow cards, no red cards. There was 1 offside from St. Benedict's, 4 corners, none yet for Moruga. Then there was 1 save for the St. Benedict's keeper, as opposed to 8 saves so far from Turner. He has been absolutely excellent in the Moruga goal. And let's have a look there, the possession 67-33. Let's go down to Joel. He's got the St. Benedict's assistant coach with him.
Hi, thank you, Colin. I'm here with Miss Makati Joseph, the physio trainer of St. Benedict's College. Hi, Makati, and good day. How do you think this first half panned out for you all under the conditions, seeing that you are the trainer? How do you think your guys are standing out there?
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Makita Joseph. So far, the weather haven't bothered us much because we are accustomed training to this kind of weather, and the pitch also. So far, the guys are playing to the best of their ability, and we're hoping that they continue to push forward and score more goals.
All right, so the second half plan now, coming out of the dressing room, seeing that you all normally have the upper hand here right now, would be anything different, or we come with the same intensity, or be a little more conservative, take it easy on the legs?
Well, hopefully, I think these guys will come out and play more intensity and try to communicate much better on the field and try to knock the ball around more and play as a group.
Nice, and I've seen today, within the flow of the game, even though the wing backs and everyone are coming up and getting back, and I must say that's some testament to the conditioning and the training. So I must say, like, you have been doing a good job down at those ends.
Thank you. Honestly, yes, I've been doing a good job, and thankful to the guys who come out to training and put in all the hard work, and we're just grateful for being able to play together coming out of the COVID and being able to put in all the hard work that we did. Thanks again.
Well, thank you, Ms. Joseph. It was really a pleasure talking to you, and we look forward to the second half and see what St. Benedict's have to offer.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. The next coach today, we have the assistant coach, Mr. Keston Rivera from Moruga Secondary. Yes. Hi, Keston. Good day. How are you going, sir?
Yes, sir.
And what do you think your first half performance was so far?
Well, I think we started off a little slow. Our boys, they have the capability to keep up with St. Benedict's, which is one of the best teams in the secondary school football this year. We no doubt about that. And I think we just need to settle down a little quicker.
Yes, I see you all have been standing pretty firm, and it's just unfortunate own goal and the other goal. But I say if you all can shore it up, I don't know what's the plan for second half. Anything you're going to do differently, or just keep the same momentum and vibe?
Well, I think our plan for second half is to kind of close them down earlier, a little quicker. Try to advance a little into their third of the pitch, and and see how it goes from there.
Well, all right, coach. Well, I hopefully think that you all can probably put forward a better production in the second half, and we see how this game ends.
Well, I guess we will put on a better performance, I guess so.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank you.
Yeah, thanks much.
All right, and we get back to the second half action in just a few.
Welcome back here to the Atto Bolden Stadium. As we at the half, it's 2-0 St. Benedict's leading Moruga. And how will Moruga come out in the second half? Because to get back in the game, they've got to score 1 to at least start to get back into the game. But to score 2, it's a difficult task, isn't it?
Yes, Colin, yes indeed. They have a monumental task ahead of them to get 1, to get 2, and possibly a 3. And as you can see, St. Benedict they look like they can score at almost every other or every 2 attacks. So basically, they have to keep competitive as much as possible before it gets out of hand.
And then St. Benedict's, I would expect, well, they've got to manage the game, but you know, St. Benedict's, in my view, and this is not an indictment against them. They don't know how to manage the game. In other words, they know how to play one way. They don't care if they're leading 2-0, 4-0, 8-0. They are just going to keep going at their opponents.
Yes, Colin, indeed, because like apparently these guys have been trained one way, as you said, that it's instilled in them, that they know one way of play, but they are so versatile and they are so consistent that they keep going and that's a hallmark of their performance on the season thus far.
And you know the thing is, they're all so good, all of them. You look at Ochoa. We are into the second half and a long ball played, but I was about to make the point, Joel. Oh, but here goes Bobcom. This could be 3. Oh, my word. Well. We were talking here. That is 16 seconds into the second half. St. Benedict's has gone 3 up. And we did say that this team, they only know how to play one way.
Correct.
And immediately from the kickoff, let's have a look at it, Joel.
Yes, Colin. He slipped with a pull-through pass. The defender collected it, errant pass, but he was hustled there by Bobcom as these fellas keep going at you, and he placed it away easy before the keeper could have reacted.
Yeah,
good composure, good strength, and good finish there by Bobcom.
Yeah, it was, again, Justin Ochoa. I feel sorry for him because he scored an own goal, which was no fault of his. Here, the ball came to him quickly. He should have just booted that ball back up the field.
Yes, Colin, the ball seems to be following him.
Well, so 16 seconds into the second half, St. Benedict's, they lead now by 3-0.
Yes, and they have signaled their intention, Colin.
Yeah,
they're looking to close this one hopefully, probably.
I think you mentioned a little earlier damage control. So it's really going to be damage control now. Well, here the heads go up. And away comes Morin, gives it to Bobcom, gives it there to Garcia. He was trying to find Lee. But here is a ball played out from Morin to Bobcom. Gets it to Garcia. And so it's going to be a throw for St. Benedict's. So this is Morin. Morin still in possession, decides to go all the way back to Williams. Morris in support. Back to Critchlow. This is Williams. He goes wide towards Niles, who couldn't keep it in. And it's going to be a throw for Moruga. Throw sent back towards Morales, and he sends a long looping ball, but too close to the goalkeeper, Buckmeyer, and he throws it out, bowls it out towards Tariq Lee. Lee going inside of Pemberton, then flicks it forward, looking for Bobcom, and Bobcom muscling his way through and looks to have the shot, and Niles was actually running through the middle, and he got that ball square. It could certainly have been 4-0, but he went for a very difficult angle, looking to get it into the far post.
Yes, a little composure, as you can see there. He actually tussled a bit for it. His strength gets him behind the defender. If he had only looked up before just swinging that goal, he would have seen Niles coming in late and nice on the last post.
Well, here is Moruga trying to build something at the back, and the ball is with Williams, LeBron Williams. Trying to play it forward, and I think it was Lynch ran into Critchlow, and he bounced back quickly to get up, as that ball is with Williams. Ball played towards Ochoa. Niles going down that left side, decides to delay his run, looking for some support in field, gets it to Ochoa. This is Morris, as per usual, coming forward in support, plays that 1-2 with Ochoa, and then plays it right across the field to his other defender who is in the midfield. That's Morin, and up comes Demas, Plays that ball to Garcia. He's looking for the shot with that left foot. Is he going to take it? No, he's playing a 1-2. Now he cracks it! Oh my word! Oh my word! Well. In the 50th minute, Garcia makes it 4-0. Joel, why should he crack it with his left foot when he can play a 1-2 and hit it with that right foot?
Yes, Colin, and that's exactly why he's in the center there today with him, Lee, and Mr. Ochoa just connecting again. And
there
beautiful.
I was thinking he could have hit it with his left foot.
Yes, and he got it back. Beautiful, looked up and he spanked it well. Well, we missed one from Lee in the first half, but this one hit the back of the net through Mr. Garcia. Well taken goal.
Turner was just leaping. It was thin air. He was just grasping a thin air. There is a Turner sends it, but the 1-2, I think it was Ochoa who played the 1-2 with him.
Yes.
But my word, he hit that like a rocket.
Yes, Colin, and they're using Ochoa beautifully as a little pivot in the middle there to get the wall passes. And Lee and Garcia operating smoothly off of him.
Well, an offside here. It looks to be Tariq Lee in an offside position. So offside, it's going to be a free kick for Moruga. So 4-0 now. So they've scored, it was 2-0 at the half. So in the first 5 minutes of this second half, they've scored 2 more. And they're not going to settle for this as going forward again. This is Ochoa. Gives it to Niles. Played back in field, looking for Bobcom. Eventually, it's cleared away. It's picked up by Smith. So some breathing room now for Moruga, but only for about 10 seconds as Critchlow comes forward with it again. Ball played wide towards Tariq Lee. He's gone wide, and Bobcom, he's gone through that middle. But Lee plays it to Garcia. This is back to... And they're playing. This is almost like a training session, isn't it, Joel?
Yes, Colin. And I've noticed that the Moruga defense have stepped up a little higher to play like maybe a sort of offside to offset and compensate. But St. Benedict's are still finding those pockets and those spaces.
Morian with his shot goes over the bar. So the shots are coming now, fast and furious. What did they give St. Benedict's at halftime to drink?
That pep talk, that famous pep talk, Colin. Don't let this team back into the game. Let's go there and try to finish this as quick as possible. And I think they have heeded the message.
This Coach Randolph Boyce, he's probably the happiest man in this ground. He must be saying, well, I don't have anything to do for the rest of the afternoon.
Yes,
so here's Bobcom. Sends the ball across. The header! That's 5-0! Ochoa finally gets his name on the score sheet. 4 different scorers from Benedict's, and then that own goal. So in 7 minutes of this second half, St. Benedict's have scored 3 goals.
Yes, Colin, they have come out with the machine gun attack, as I said.
Well, here's the cross from Bobcom. What a good cross it was.
Yes, beautiful floated ball, and the forward had time to go up there, fight it, and pick it out the sky and bury it down.
Yes,
Mr. Ochoa
was a good header from Ochoa.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, so 2 Ochoas are on the score sheet.
Yes.
Joel?
Yes. Josiah and Justin.
Yeah, Justin Ochoa scored the own goal for Moruga. Well, we scored it for St. Benedict's, but it was an own goal, and then Josiah Ochoa scoring for St. Benedict's.
Yes.
So a brace for the Ochoas.
Yes.
But one in the wrong net. Here is Benedict's coming forward with it, but eventually it's a good challenge coming from Thompson. There is Pemberton. We see Moruga looking to make a substitution, I think. It looks to be Dover. Traveldova looking to come on, and it seems to be Morales coming off. So Dover, the man coming on. And Morales is off. So Dover on for Morales, as it's going to be a goal kick for Moruga. 5-0 they trail here. St. Benedict's College, as one would have expected, to get into the final, no doubt.
Yes, Colin, and at least I think that they actually measured this game today. I'm getting that impression now, seeing how they have started the second half. Maybe we'll just win out the first half, see what kind of match they were in, and now they decided to tighten the screws.
Well, the heads go up, but LeBron Williams picks it up for Moruga. Sends a ball towards the goalkeeper, and I suppose you have to call that a shot, didn't you?
Yes.
But really had no power in it, and goalkeeper Buckmeyer, who's had very little to do, comfortably holds on to it. Well, he's going to get more work to do here as he sends that ball wide towards Niles. Plays it in field to Morris, and going to be a free kick for Benedict. See, the Tariq Lee is being spoken to. Suppose Lee was asking for the foul, and mostly not in a good manner. So here's confirmation for that substitution. Dover, Traveldova on for Kies Morales, and so Dover for Morales. The only substitution made so far by either team. That ball is played back to Dimas, goes all the way back to goalkeeper Buckmeyer, sends it down to Morian, and he doesn't control it well. Goes out, and it's going to be a throw for Moruga. Ball thrown forward, looking for that man Kesney running forward, but he was doing some pushing on Dimas, and it's going to be the free kick. The free kick already taken. This is Buckmeyer playing it out wide towards Williams. Ball played in field. Nice ball. And this is Ochoa playing it back towards Niles. Sends the ball across. The deflection goes towards Turner. Sent upfield, but Morian plays it. Nice touch to Critchlow. He goes wide towards Garcia. Goes all the way back to Morian. So Benedict's now holding on to the ball, trying to drag Moruga out and saying to them, listen, if you want the ball, you got to come for it.
Yes, they're playing cat and mouse right now. Basically keeping possession and see how it open up.
Well, they got to be careful, because if the cat catches the mouse, it could be very dangerous. Well, so long ball looking for Bobcom, headed by Thompson, but only as far as Ochoa, and eventually Pemberton coming away with it, but he gives it right back to Morian. Plays it right through to Lee. Lee is on a one-on-one here. He comes inside, and this is goal number 6. He slipped and still was able to put it into the back of the net in the 58th minute.
Yes, this Lee guy is a natural born forward, Colin.
But look how the Moruga defense was completely open, Joel.
Yes, once again they are finding cracks
we'll have a look at the replay now.
Yes, a ball played through, beautiful through ball, picked up by Lee. What a chop, caught him well, and he just got the forward touch again. But intentions were so good that the goal had to score. As you can see, very sharp shot, and then just over the dive of the keeper.
Can't blame the keeper for that.
No.
Again, he was exposed.
Exactly.
6-0 now. And or should I say 6 and counting? Joel?
Yes, Colin.
Yes, I should say 6 and counting.
6. Well, apparently, from the looks of things.
Oh, yeah. And look at them. They are playing as if they're just 1-0 ahead.
Correct.
I mean, 6-0. And did you see Garcia there fighting to win that ball, getting up quickly and trying to get that ball?
Yes.
Nice crowd at the moment building, and I expect this crowd is going to build even more, Joel, when that presentation Naparima game gets underway.
Yes, it's actually teeing up here to be a great game this afternoon. So let's see what comes. But from a refereeing point of view, I must say he should be satisfied because it's a fair, evenly contested game. He hasn't have much, bad tackles on sportsman conduct, anything like that to deal with it.
The referee Dennis Changmia is the referee.
Changmia. So now we have is this Ochoa setting up for the free kick. Oh, and he tried it. It was actually Morris. Morris came forward and tried a shot from distance, but nothing really to test. So we are going on to 60 minutes here now, 13-14 seconds. Goal kick here with Turner for Moruga as he clears it upfield. Headed by... And now... And it's Garcia again. Garcia is in the box. 1, 2. Back to Bobcom.
Yeah, looking to find Tariq Lee in the middle. So substitution is going to be made again by Moruga. We just passed the hour mark, and 6-0 St. Benedict's lead as that ball is played in towards Garcia, and Moruga actually regains possession. Ball played upfield towards Dimas. Sends that ball across. Our player is down at the moment.
Yes, it looks like LeBron Williams, number 9. Number 9,
is it LeBron Williams?
It looks like him.
Yep, LeBron Williams. Yeah, it is. It looks like LeBron Williams. I think he went down. Yes, it is. It is LeBron Williams. I have to feel a little sorry for him, Joel. I don't know if that has ever happened to you playing a striker and you look around and you see none of your teammates because you're under some pressure and it's you alone against 3 and 4 defenders. But then again, you could have handled that, couldn't you?
Yeah, Colin, at times, yes, at times. But then I had some serious ball jumbies on my team too who would have been there for support.
Yes.
They actually reached there.
Well, that's an interesting point, because you have some ball jumbies, as you call them, that from the time that ball goes forward, guys just start to run forward. Yeah, well, we have some substitutions. Let's have a look. Aaron Ochoa is off, and he's had a nightmare so far. And Arundel is on. So Arundel is on, and then Moore is on for Smith. So Moore, number 17, Kwesi Moore is on, and he's on for Santana Smith. In the meantime, Williams, well, he is making his way off. Now, that is, you don't like to see that, but he's coming off on a stretcher.
Yes.
Let's hope that it's not too bad and not too serious.
Yes.
So there's Naparima. They are going through their paces before the second semi-final here this afternoon.
Yes.
Meantime, Garcia is also down. So back in play here. This is Dimas. Long ball, but it goes out of play. It's going to be a throw for Moruga. See another substitution for Moruga. So Williams is off, And the man coming on is Friday. Well, today is only Wednesday, but Friday is on already, Joel.
Yes. Hopefully Friday can make
Let's hope that Friday, Wednesday treats Friday good.
Well, I'm not going to say that.
And he gets a goal. I'm sorry to steal your thunder.
Yes.
Well, here is the ball played to Garcia. Goes all the way back to Critchlow. Gets it to Dimas. Niles. Getting it to Ochoa. Garcia making that run. Oh, that wasn't Garcia, that was Niles who was coming in the middle of the field. Morian goes back towards Morian, and this is in fact Garcia. Plays that to Critchlow. Critchlow getting it to Morris, and he's being confronted by three Moruga defenders and three Moruga players, and they win the ball. They plays it infield. This is the man who came on as a substitute. Looks to be, let's see, the number 7 player. But here goes St. Benedict's. Bob comes, switching one way, then the next. And a player down in the meantime.
Player down looks like
Is it
Critchlow.
Dimas or is it Critchlow?
I think it's
yes,
Critchlow.
It looks like Critchlow. Yes, Critchlow is down. Quite right. So it's the presentation team just they are warming up there now. So both sets of teams are warming up. You have presentation just to the right of us here in the stand, and to the left of us is Naparima. In the meantime, it's 65 minutes gone here, coming up to 66 minutes. And St. Benedict's comfortably leading by 6-0. Remember at the half, they were leading by 2-0. There is the Naparima team. So they are going through their paces. See the goalkeeper from St. Benedict's. He's had a rather comfortable afternoon, Joel.
Yes, indeed, Colin. He can probably do it a practice session tomorrow. Just
yes,
to keep him,
probably going to get him to hear some of the crowd. Some of the crowd here are ready. So it's going to be, I would think he's going to bounce the ball back and give it to Moruga. So the ball played there towards Pemberton. It's going to go left side. It gets it to Philip. This is Collymore in possession. Looking to come forward with it. Collymore is going to run into trouble. Luckily, Philip was there. That's not Philip. That is Kesney was there to support him. Now the ball played way over onto the far side. Looking for Friday. But it goes out and it's going to be a throw. Benedict's looking to make 2 substitutes. But we'll have to wait for that as play is underway here. It's with Lee. So the ball played wide here towards Morian. And going forward with it now, Lee decides to play it back. Gets it from Critchlow. He gives it back to Critchlow. Critchlow plays that ball forward. Garcia is on the run. No flag. The flag has stayed down. Garcia, the flag now goes up. They had to wait until he actually touched the ball. And once he touched the ball, the flag went up to indicate that Garcia was in an offside position. We see 2 substitutions being made. Tariq Lee is making his way off. He's going to give the captain's armband to Morian. So Morian gets the captain's armband, as it looks to be the number 18 plate, Tariq Lucas.
They will be replacing Tariq Lee
So Jaden Grant on, and Lucas is also on for Garcia. So this is Pemberton playing that ball forward, gets it towards Collymore, plays it to Phillip. Actually, this is Collymore now in possession, and the man wide there was Moore. Trying to get it to Moore. As a long ball played by Dimas, and eventually cleared away by Pemberton. Ball played towards Collymore, but comes off of Moore, and in fact Critchlow was just pulling at Moore, and the referee immediately has given me a free kick. So the free kick to be taken by, let's see, it seems to be Thompson coming across to take the free kick. Yes, it is Thompson. And sends it right into the area of St. Benedict's, but it's cleared away. Out comes Lucas, gets it to Bobcom, and he's on his bike, but goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw for Moruga. So just 20 minutes left in this game, and St. Benedict's comfortably leading Joel by 6 goals to 0.
Yes, Colin, true to form, but I must say Moruga, they have come, they have represented, they got a taste of the big league, so now they know what exactly it takes, and maybe with the probably limited resources and so forth, player-wise and so forth, at certain parts of the country, you have to do the best with what you have, and probably regroup, reshape, and come again, and we can see a much better and improved Moruga in times to come.
So the ball played all the way back to Williams. Gets it there to that was Morris, and now played forward by Morian. And the man who has come on as a substitute, Lucas, but it doesn't seem to have the pace as some of the other forwards. And even though he seemed to have got a head start, Joel, he just didn't have the pace to outrun the Moruga defenders. Let's have a look at it.
Yes, Colin, he looked very positive there when he took off, even with the size. But apparently, yes, he hasn't warmed up properly yet.
Well, let's have a look at the corner first with Lucas. Sends the corner in, the heads go up, and that's a good goal. Is that Ochoa again? I think it is Ochoa. Let's have a look.
Ochoa again.
Yeah, it seems to be Ochoa. He is in everything here this afternoon.
Josiah Ochoa.
Was a good header,
corner,
wasn't it?
yes, as you can see, well-flighted corner. And a well-timed header. He ran in and attacked it. He caught it on the run, and a beautiful contact off the forehead in the back of the net.
So he has scored, he's assisted with goals, he's been all over the field.
Yes, he had a total performance today.
Yeah, he's had a full game, didn't he? Well, the keeper is down. Goalkeeper Jaden Turner.
But Colin, what I admire about Turner, even the ones that went in, he made an attempt.
Yep.
The ones that scored, he's making some great effort.
Well, it's going to be, well, we've got to wait and see. Let's hope that Turner can continue. Not that he may want to continue, Joel, but you know, yes, you can't blame him for most of the goals. I think, you know, he's been really left exposed, and you can't blame him for these goals at all.
Yes, indeed. He's done well. He has done his best today. They can't be disappointed in him. I think everyone came out to try their best, but they just have been outmatched, outplayed by a team that's on top of their game right now.
That's right. So here goes Moruga. Well, look at the pace from Jaden Grant. This is going to be, that's Turner again. He's grabbed it. Well done. So look at the pace. Jaden Grant has come on as a substitute. Joel, the ball was played over the top and he just outran everybody. You would have think, hey, it's 100 meters there. And he should have put it away. But give Turner credit again. He's come up big. Let's have a look at that.
Yes, Colin, there's the speedy forwards of St. Benedict's again. As you can see, ball over the top, through ball, right in the path. As the defender's running backwards, the forward is running on. And he take a nice touch and he try to place it. And again, Turner, anything within his range apparently, he gets some kind of touch to it.
Joel, he must have started about 2 meters behind both defenders. And he ran by them as if they were walking.
Colin, he's a thoroughbred. You can see it in his stride.
My word. I suppose you have to also take into consideration he's fresh. He's just come on.
Correct.
So one would take all of that into consideration.
Yes, some fresh legs and the Moruga defense, they've been under pressure all day. So. Yes, and we have some stats on the pass completion. 78% of possession for St. Benedict's College and 58 for Moruga. And
so 75 minutes have gone.
75.
It's St. Benedict 7 and Moruga 0. As this is Dimas. Gets it to Morian. Send a long ball and there goes Grant again. And Turner is holding his side. Can he hold on to this one? Yes, he does again. Well, Grant in his little space at time he's come on. Joel, he should have had a double.
Yes, Colin, they are falling into this game and falling into some nice chances and some nice opportunities.
Well, they're doing the simple thing with Grant. They're just playing the ball over the top. And they're just not able to deal with his pace.
Yes. Oh my goodness. But as you can see, the change of legs keep the tempo going basically. So St. Benedict just have a player to swap out with the next player apparently.
So there is Turner again getting a treatment, and you just have to think, how long can this guy continue? He's been battered, he's been bruised, goals have come against him, even own goals that's scored against poor Turner. I really feel for Jaden Turner. He is done and he's going to get up again. He's a real warrior, isn't he?
Yes, Colin, I like that he just has that drive to go again. Probably just love goalkeeping, that's his thing.
Well, they're going to change the goalkeeper. Okay. I think they're telling Turner, well, look, son, you've done so much here this afternoon. And the goalkeeper has been changed here. And the new goalkeeper going on, it seems to be Batiste. So Jaden Turner has come off and the reserve keeper has come on, and I think Turner would be happy because he's really been in the wars, but give the young man credit, he is saved very, very well.
Yes. Yes, Colin.
So here goes Grant, and this time the keeper is going to come, and he's not as lucky as Turner, and he hasn't touched the ball yet, the new goalkeeper, and all of a sudden it's now 8-0 in the 79th minute. Grant, he's had enough chances, hasn't he?
Yes, Colin, this guy has come on, as I said, to take advantage of a situation. Yeah, that is exactly what he's doing. As you can see again, the little thing through over the top has been beating the Moruga defense all afternoon. One touch in the back of the net.
Yeah, the keeper came, but he was too late.
Yes, he was a bit late coming off the line there.
So in the 79th minute, Grant has made it 8-0. We see some substitutions in Benedict are making. Niles have gone off. Not sure who else has gone off. Could be, let's see.
And Philip is coming on for Niles there for St. Benedict. And Moruga and Joseph came on for Justin.
Well, here's Grant again.
Josiah.
So Lucas is going to take the corner. So the corner from Lucas swung in. And there, this is another goal. A simple one. This time from Critchlow. He was totally unmarked. And there's the dance, there's the celebration. But he was totally unmarked, Joel. The ball came over and it hit him. And really and truly, it just hit him and went into the back of the goal. He was totally unmarked. And that poor goalkeeper, Batiste, he's not touched the ball yet and had to pick up the ball out of the back of there.
As you can see, the corner just floated, dropped in the middle of them, and it just hit Critchlow on his leg, well, on his foot, and in the back of the net. That looks like a trapping shot.
Well, it's 9-0 now and counting.
And it definitely looks like Benedict really came out of tightening screws in the second half.
So here is 9-0 now. As that ball goes out, and it's going to be a throw.
And then again, Colin, you think it could be a question of conditioning and fitness, so because as you can see, Benedict is still breathing easily and looking quite comfortable, and Moruga may be a bit ragged on the legs, seeing they have been under so much pressure and defending most of the game.
Yeah, so 9-0, and you just have to wait and see how. So as here they come forward again, St. Benedict's. This is Morian. And the long ball, through ball again. And this time, this is Bobcom. That's 10-0. So 10-0 now, Bobcom. Well, whatever happened to that Moruga in the first half? Where have they gone? Did they change all 11, Joel?
No, I don't know, but Colin, that's how the game progresses. As you can see here, another through ball. The first guy looked kind of offside, but Bobcom was there to follow up, and again, he got the rebound, the confusion.
A little bit fortunate that he got the rebound, didn't he?
Yes, he got it fortunately to roll his way, and he tapped it away. But Bobcom, Lee, Garcia, and those guys, you don't give those guys any chances like that in front of them.
So 10-0 now, and we keep counting here. And St. Benedict's are not letting up. They've put on substitutes, and these substitutes, they are just as hungry as the first 11 that gone on.
Yes, Colin, they put on some of the finishers.
Yeah, Bobcom has been substituted, and Griffith, the man coming on for Bobcom.
No, I think Bobcom is
still. This is Critchlow.
He's probably the start.
Getting it there towards Joshua Phillip. So this is Critchlow. Sends out ball wide on that right side. Bobcom is giving chase. Thought for a moment he would have been substituted, but he's still on the field. And eventually the shot comes, and Batiste holds on to one.
Yes, first save of the game, Colin. 3 shots, maybe 2 goals and a save.
Let's have a SportsMax app moment. And what a goal this was. A 1-2, he banged it. It came off the post and went into the net. But a 1-2, and even the build-up to that was a great build-up. What a goal from Garcia. That is our SportsMax app moment. The goal there from Daryl Garcia in the 50th minute. That is our SportsMax app moment. And what a goal it was, Joel.
Yes, Colin, that could be the goal of the game.
Easily.
Yes. And now we can see the substitution actually.
Well, here goes Grant. Where's the keeper going? My word. And Grant saw him. He got there long before the keeper. Well, the keeper, I think they were awarded a corner. So it means that Batiste may have got a touch there. But
yes,
Joel,
as you can see, Colin, his left hand got a slight touch as the forward tried to go over, which is Lucas.
And I tell you, that saved it, isn't it? That saved him. It would have been 11-0.
Correct.
But you know, the gulf in class, Joel, is so overwhelming.
Yes, we have seen it across maybe the 2 divisions this year. You know, some teams are up there, others are just struggling.
Yeah, you've got, in my view, you've got 5 teams that are at a different level, which is St. Benedict's, Fatima, Naparima, Presentation, and Sawa North.
Yes,
and
Colin.
then you've got a little bit of a gap to maybe Trinity East and 1 or 2 others, and then you've got a humongous gap to the rest of them.
Yes, and it just goes to show, you know, the level of preparation and maybe the
development plans.
Yeah, and the development and so forth.
Yeah, that's my concern. You know, we've got to look at the development of all the teams in the secondary schools league. You know, what are they doing to develop the teams? I'm talking from under 14 level.
Yes, Colin. We need to put, you know, even in the schools, have some programs that fosters and builds on proper development.
Yeah.
Even if it's just catching and throwing and passing at the early age.
And you're right as well. When you come up to this level now, it's all about preparation for this level of football.
Yes, indeed. Preparation is the key to success.
Well, it's going to be a free kick for Moruga. Just got about 3.5 minutes left to take Moruga out of their misery.
Yes, and then the crowds, as you can see here, Colin, it's a constant influx for this second header, the second match on the agenda today, the great clash between Naparima and Presentation.
Well, here is the free kick. Let's see, can he get a good cross in? Gets it too much today, but the keeper punches it straight there to the man who takes the shot in Friday, and it goes wide. Well, the keeper came, Joel, he punched it. Friday had the shot, and then the final, we'll have a look at it again. But the real moment of concern for St. Benedict's.
Yes.
But it was a good free kick, wasn't it?
Yes, it was well flighted, and they took bad the guy on the back end wasn't tall enough or aggressive enough to get
we're gonna let's have a look at that now, Joel, because it was probably Moruga's best moment to get a goal.
Yes, indeed. As you can see, a well flighted free kick here, going down to the last post, contested. Keeper came well, straight onto the Moruga as he snapped at it. Keeper saved again, actually. And that was it.
Yeah, Friday is the man there having the shot, and man of the match.
Joseph, yeah.
So here is Moruga trying to go forward with it in Kesney, but in the end he lost it, and there was a foul. So the ball played now to Morian. just coming up to a minute and a half left in this game. And St. Benedict's through to the South Zone final as expected. But they've done it handsomely.
Yes, Colin, quite comfortably. And hopefully they can keep the right mindset going into this final and don't take this too lightly, seeing that they might get a little comfortable now. But I think they know it's a bigger game that comes up next.
Yeah, they're such a good team. Into the arms of goalkeeper Batiste. Yeah, they're such a good team. You've just got to keep them grounded, don't you?
Yes, Colin. All good all-round team, strong position, strong players in every position, and even coming off the bench, as we can see.
This is a very good crowd here now at the Atto Bolden Stadium. Really good crowd. And here they go again. This is Lucas. Grant is in the middle. This is Grant. Oh, that's a good save. Well. I thought he would have put that in the back of the net. He was all alone, Joel. Grant could have had a beaver trick, couldn't he?
Yes, of course.
He's only scored one goal. But Grant has been 1-on-1 with the keeper at least on 4 occasions. Let's have a look at the cross. Very unselfish.
Yes, very unselfish. And he just took his time to keep a leg again, get down there. But he should have placed it the other corner and finished comfortably.
Joel, I tell you something. I could have scored that.
Yes, Colin, and I believe you. I know that. Yes, that would have been tucked away.
There's a header, but goes straight to the keeper. And the 90 minutes are up, and the referee has said he's seen enough. I think the Moruga players, they have seen enough. A 10-0 victory here for the St. Benedict's team, the champions of the Tiger Tanks League. They have come into the COCA-COLA INTERCOL with the same sort of attitude, the same sort of hunger, and they have completely demolished this Moruga team by 10 goals to 0. There is the coach, Randolph Boyce. He is walking away, and you could see there is the St. Benedict's keeper Buckmeyer. Here is coach Boyce. Finally gives a little bit of a smile, and the referee, who did a good game, I don't think anybody would complain. So St. Benedict's, the final score here, St. Benedict's 10, Moruga Secondary 0. Let's have a look at the highlights. And you look at the first half, and Moruga didn't have a bad first half. They were very plucky in defense, and the first shot there, Tariq Lee outrunning the defenders, and then took it around the keeper, banged it into an empty net to make it 1-0. And still, Tariq Lee, a real thorn, was in a 1-on-1 with the keeper. The keeper did well, but the rebound came off of Ochoa, and all of a sudden it was 2-0. The rebound coming off of Justin Ochoa, and it was an own goal. So it was just 2-0 at the end of the first half, but within 16 seconds of the second half, this happened. Bobcom going right through the defense and then side-footing it into the back of the net. 3-0. Then a 1-2 with Garcia, and wham! He just hammered that into the back of the net, came off the post and went into the net. What a good goal. 4-0. And it wasn't done there. Bobcom sent a long, deep ball into the far post. Ochoa met it with his head, and all of a sudden, it was 5-0. To the feet of that man, Rayshon Critchlow, and it was 9-0. Then the through ball again, flicked on towards Bobcom. He put it into the corner, 10-0, and that was all wrote here for the St. Benedict's. Comfortable winners by 10-0. Let's have a look at the stats. Look at it, 37 shots to 4, 25 shots on target to 2 from Moruga. There were 5 fouls each, no yellow cards, no red cards, 3 offsides for St. Benedict's, 8 corners to 0. There were 2 saves from the St. Benedict's keeper as opposed to 15 from the custodian at Moruga. And look at the possession, just 68-32. And that is the stats here. St. Benedict's College comprehensive winners by 10-0. Let's go down to Joel. He's got the man of the match with him.
And good day. Yes, we are back here with the man of the match presentation. We have Mr. Renny Rama of COCA-COLA Sales here to make a presentation along with SKL Sicharan, first vice president of the Secondary Schools Football League. So today our MVP is Mr. Josiah Ochoa from the St. Benedict's College. 2 goals, 1 assist, and 3 shots, 2 on target. So beautiful game today, good contribution, good work rate, and you have reaped the benefits of your reward. Nice. Congratulations, and this is trophy is yours, courtesy of SportsMax, as a memento of your great performance and your outstanding achievement today.
Thanks, Andy.
You have anything you want to say quickly?
Not much. We went out there and we do our best, and we're going to keep our composure in the finals. Yeah.
All right, very good, man. Continued success and best of luck in the final. Yes. All right, and we have here the assistant coach of Moruga, the head coach, of Moruga. Now we have the coach of Moruga, and today, coach, as you can see, St. Benedict's came out second half and they came out with a blitz, and it was very hard for you all to really readjust. Were you surprised, or was it just something that you expected?
Well, after conceding the 3rd goal in the 1st minute of the 2nd half, that made our game much harder, but kudos again to St. Benedict's, have a formidable team. We came up against the juggernaut, and all the best to them in the finals.
Yes, coach, and I must say, Moruga, for the first year, very good showing. At least you made it to a semi-final, and you all have a lot to look forward to and work on to come up again and to give a good showing for your community and the school. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Mr. Randolph Boyce now, could you come please? Coach of the winning team, St. Benedict's College today. Yes, coach, you must be a pleased man today and quite satisfied.
Yes, much so. The guys played well. Our style of play didn't change. We get our fluidity. The team, Moruga, they started off real nice. Second half, I don't know what happened when they came out, but the first half, they did a good job.
Right, so now we see you're going to move on to maybe a bit tougher competition between naps and presentation. I don't know what is your thoughts, what you might look forward to coming in, if you're thinking either of them, or you maybe have your preference.
Well, all I could say is a cracker, and I'll go and sit down and have a look and enjoy myself. And I'll win the winner.
Well, nice, man. So we had some good football coming out of the South Zone this year. What do you think was that edge you all had on the rest of teams?
I think probably the length of time we have been preparing, I think the guys totally understand what we wanted from them, our philosophy, and they adapted to it quickly, and